Hey Zips fans, Chad Welker here with the Zips Digital Network. It's time to get our weekly conversation with head coach John Gross underway. So without further ado, coach, comments on the OU game.
Obviously, I thought we played with a lot of force. I thought we were really locked in. Physical effort was tremendous. Thought our teamism really took a step in the right direction from where we had been. Got contributions from a lot of guys, and then obviously made shots. Whenever you make shots, Chad, it really, your team feeds off that. To go 14 for 25 from three, I mean, probably hard to count on that every night, but we were exceptional shooting the ball. Was disappointed with our defense. We gave up over a point per possession in the game for the third straight game. That's the first time that's happened here since year two. And so we're not very good on that end right now. We've got to be a lot better. Our turnover percentage is too high. We had 14 in that game. We had 17 in the Bonaventure game. We've just turned it over too much. And then our foul rate too high. So we're making, in like football, it would be like turnovers and penalties. So for us in basketball, it's turnovers and fouling. We've got to clean both those things up, or that could come back to haunt us a little bit later. So our details got to get better. I think that'll happen as we continue to get some of our practices back and get some more game action.
You gave the guys a couple of days off for the holidays. They come back and get ready to host Central Michigan on Friday. Just what are you working on currently in practice to prepare for that game?
Yeah, great question. After we got back the first 2 days, we were able to really settle in on lock in on ourselves and not worry about an opponent. And we talked about the things that I just addressed there, turnovers, fouling, playing hard and physical with force without fouling, working on our defensive details. We had too many breakdowns in that Ohio game and some of the previous games. So we were able to lock in on ourselves for a couple of days and have really two practices that were eerily similar to preseason practices. Really got after it a little longer than normal, and then took a day off, got some treatment and rehab. And you go through some soreness after having 4 days off, and then you practice like that. And so we wanted to give them a chance to get their bodies back, get mentally refreshed a bit, and then now we've got a 2-day prep for Central Michigan. We started our preparation today with that. Obviously, they had a big win last night, a 30-plus point win, and played really, really well. So very athletic, very deep, and we're going to have to play well to have an opportunity to win on Friday.
Does not having a lot of non-conference games, where typically you would schedule teams that show some formations or show some distinguished of your MAC opponents, does that hurt you right now?
Well, it didn't help. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it is what it is. And there's a lot of people, not only in the world of basketball, but other sports, other callings, careers that are affected by this crazy environment we're in. So healthcare workers who have a significantly, more important job than what we're doing. We're playing basketball, coaching basketball, So it's affected everybody. We know that. We're not going to think otherwise. But in terms of if you're asking how it's affected us, it has affected us a little bit. Some of those opportunities to compete against other teams in scrimmages, exhibition games, non-conference games, some practices that we lost. But you know what? There's no need to cry over spilled milk. My grandmother used to say that. It is what it is. So we got to figure it out. I do think our team, our staff, and our support staff has that attitude on a daily basis. Like, hey, nothing's changed here. The standard's the standard. Regardless of what we've been able to play game-wise or not play or whatever, like we're not changing our standards. This is what we expect defensively. This is what we expect offensively. And we're going to aspire to be great in those areas, and we're not changing. And I think our guys, it's been great. Our guys have really, especially the veterans, have bought into that, taking it one day at a time. And they know we've got to grow in some areas. And I thought we took some steps in the right direction already this week, leading into Friday.
And then, Coach, we always do our typical 2 games ahead before we do during these weekly conversations. So we got Central on Friday, and then first true road game of the year at Eastern next Tuesday. Obviously, everything kind of poses some challenges with the first road, but how do you go into Tuesday?
Well, we'll talk about playing on the road and the type of mentality you have to have. Call it being road warriors. How you think being aggressive is important. What all that entails. We'll go through all that as we get ready to approach that one after we get through Central Michigan. But I'm looking forward to that. That'll be the next step on our journey after Central Michigan. And I believe we have, as of right now, as we all know, Chad, the schedule can change on a dime in this environment that we're in. But as of right now, we're scheduled to play the next 2 games after Central on the road. So it'll be good for us. We need it. I think you grow more when you go and you get asked to deal with change and travel and any type you have a chance to deal with any type of uncomfortability. I think if you approach it the right way, it can help you grow and you can get better.
Thanks, Coach. The Zips vs. Chips on CBS Sports Network, 7 p.m. Game will be played here at James A. Rhodes Arena before the Zips make their first road trip of the year, where they head up to Eastern Michigan on Tuesday night. For Chad Welker, the Zips Digital Network, the athletic department, of course, we want to wish you all a very happy new year, and as always, go Zips.